Hello there. Today we are going to be talking about principal parts of verbs too. Let's remember what we said in last video. We said that we have four principal parts. We have present, present participle, past, and past participle. The present is just the base form of the verb. Well, it depends of the subject because do, if we conjugate it with the third person singular, it is going to be does, but it is just a present conjugation. Then present participle is the do form plus ing, doing, and the auxiliar of the verb be. Then we have for past just the past conjugation of the verb, and for past participle the participle conjugation of the verb plus the auxiliar or helping verb have. So when I say auxiliar, I'm talking about the helping verb. And now, some errors to avoid. Probably sometimes past and past participle could be confused, but there is a key to know when to use the past form of the verb or when to use the past participle form. And it is this one. We're going to use helping verbs just with past participle, but not with the past. So if we say here, he worked hard, this one is past, simple past. But if we say he has worked hard, this one is past participle, and the conjugation of the verb is going to be the past participle form. In this case, work is conjugated the same way for past and past participle. So there is not a greater problem or inconvenience here. Then you studied for the test. Studied, simple past. Then they have studied for the test. We have the helping verb plus the past form of study because it is the same for past and past participle. But there are some other verbs that they are not conjugated the same way for past and past participle, and we have to be careful with that. We have this example here. We done our best. This one is not correct because we don't have any auxiliary before it, so it should be in past tense, and the past tense of do is did. The correct form should be we did our best. But now if we have I have saw you before, we have the auxiliary here, so the conjugation would be seen for participle, and it should be I have seen you before. So let's be careful with that. I know that at the beginning it would be a little bit confusing, but then it is going to be a piece of cake. Then there are some other errors that we have to avoid. We have to avoid using incorrect forms of the verbs. But how are we going to do it? How to know when a form of the verb is not correct? Well, we have to study and memorize how to conjugate verbs. We have to study the principal parts of different verbs. I have written here some key verbs. For example, to be verb, have, do, get, give, can, come, go, eat, and drink. We have to learn how to conjugate these verbs, and not just these, but a lot of verbs. As many verbs as you can do it, as you can do it. So study all the verbs you can, memorize them, and you are going to be like more fluent because you are going to know how to say everything, how to communicate your ideas. There are other mistakes that sometimes the base form of the verb is used for talking in past tense. So let's learn how to use the verb in past tense, because if not, we're gonna be talking and the person listening is gonna be confused. It's going to be just like trying to guess what we are talking about. Okay, So this is all for today, and see you next time. Bye bye.